Madden meetings with coaches, and they use the term complementary football. Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
The throw over the middle taken in. 22 yards there, a first down.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Check, check, check. Three. One, two.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota. Bryant has it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Check 56. Three. Double. Share 18. Shit. Tighten up. Recon, 132 fights. One. Check nickel. Alpha.
Mariota now from the 50. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 23 yards on the play. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to go up top. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw on 2nd down, Stanley. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Stanley.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Charlie.
45. Mike, 45. Watch the curve. Check, 45 to Mike. Check, 45 to Mike. We got to get the ball, D.
Hey, Echo.
Looking to throw. Stanley. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Taken in at the 22. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter up in Minneapolis. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Running to start the drive is Love. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4, Mariota. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Love. The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
56. Mike.
Mariota now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 7, and they pick up the 1st.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Three.
56. Check, 56. Nice, sweetheart. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
One.
Check.
Catch made by Slayton. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Final play of the half here, Mariota. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Results in a 4th down.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Come on,
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Back to throw. Stanley. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
48's the mic. Check, 48's the mic. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go.
Ready?
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
No. Off. Check 31, check 31.
Throwing is Mariota. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This is Love, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Here's Love again. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie things at 17 all. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what
I think that factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. It's a big play there for the Steelers. And even 50 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Kill, kill, kill.
49, check 49, check.
On 1st and 10, Stanley. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw. Stanley. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Back to throw. Stanley. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, look 3. Look 3.
5.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Stanley. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Mariota. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
General West.
Let's go. It's been a long game for you. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check.
Hey, exit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Set up. 10 over.
Go. 48.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, pick your game up. 48.
To throw again. Stanley. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? Rush coming, and he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4.
17.
The Redskins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, Mariota. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Throwing on 1st down. Stanley, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Pittsburgh.
Set. 60 outlaw. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Show it up. Show it up. Let's go.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanley, he goes full extension, and he's got it. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Down. 70. Indy. Look. Squeeze. Hey, Haywood.
Check.
On 1st down, Stanley. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Stanley. That one complete to Anderson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
6-6. Pull it high.
Check. Fresno. Check
5.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Blue down. 45.
Hey, Orbit.
Ricky.
Yep. 45. Go.
Operating from the gun, Stanley. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Topper!
Shift! Watch the shift!
Hey, Charlie! Big grip!
On 1st and 10, Stanley. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Looking to throw. Stanley into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Kill.
One.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kenny Moore. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Hey, team 6.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Recon, 132 fighter.
That's soft, baby. That's baby soft. Check 13. Check 13.
Hustle.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
You ready? Greystone, travel. Get it.
Throwing on first down. Stanley. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one goes for 24 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Got it.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Stanley. This is caught. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Matthew Ioannidis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On the carry, it's Love. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, 79 yards. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none, because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Go!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for it.
And now here is another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Redskins take over. Get ready. At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. First down, Mariota. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Play fake, Mariota. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
It's now 3rd down.
I got you, boy.
One.
56. Check.
Mariota from the gun on third down. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the destroy. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on. Come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every ass when I'm got my back. Hey, 20 others, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age.